Man, I don't know about y'all, but this is sad to see. Texas A&M and Jimbo Fisher is going downhill bad. But hey, man, before we get into this video, if y'all can leave a like, comment, and subscribe for me. It takes a long time to make these videos and edit them, and it literally only takes like 30 seconds to subscribe, and it's free. So if y'all don't have to, but if y'all do, I appreciate it. It really helps me out a lot. But if y'all haven't heard about the breaking news, 3 Texas A&M players got suspended in the locker room before the South Carolina game. I'm going to talk more about that later in the video, but this team and Jimbo Fisher is literally going downhill, and it's sad because I don't even like Texas A&M, and I can't even think about Texas A&M fans, what they're thinking right now. If I was a Texas A&M fan, I would be really mad right now because y'all literally had the #1 recruiting class, and then all of a sudden y'all are 3 and 4. Like, how does that add up? Y'all had so many 5 stars, and y'all had a coach that's been there more than 1 year, and y'all are 3 and 4 right now. I mean, if you would have told me last year that Texas A&M would have been 3 and 4 this year, I would have thought you was just slap crazy, man, because I would have thought there's no way that Texas A&M goes from a #1 recruiting class and now they're 3 and 4 this season. After they had that heartbreaking loss to Appalachian State on their second game of the season, everything's been just going bad for them. I mean, I don't even know how Jimbo Fisher can fix it. I mean, at the start of the season, they was literally ranked #9, and right now, they're not even ranked at all. And I recently watched an interview that Jimbo Fisher had, and he said basically that they're losing a lot right now, so that gives the recruiting class that's coming up, give them a way more chance and a better chance of playing. Now, I never heard of any coach say that. I mean, I know some people that's 4 stars and they have tons of offers, and I never heard them say once that they want to go to a losing school because they have a chance of starting. I mean, if I was a 4-star recruit, I would definitely not be wanting to go to a losing school. I would definitely want to go to a winning. I feel like Jimbo Fisher is going to lose tons of recruits because of this season. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's already people decommitted from Texas A&M because of this season. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, though. If Jimbo Fisher is going to fix this, they're going to have to win their next couple games. I mean, they still have to play Ole Miss, Florida, Auburn, UMass, and LSU. I mean, the rest of their schedule is pretty tough. Ole Miss and LSU is really good teams, and you can't sleep on Florida either. That's the only way I can think of Jimbo Fisher helping this team, because they're literally 3 and 4 right now, and they need to win the rest of the season to start building this team back up. If I was a coach, my goal would be to progress every year, and Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M is not progressing. They're definitely going back. But before I get into the main topic of this video, I want to talk about this a little bit. This is basically an NFL draft mid-season kind of prediction on where they're going to go, like what pick. And as y'all see, they got Bryce Young at #1, Will Anderson at #2. That kind of just depends on like what you want. If you want a quarterback, go Bryce Young. If you want a pass rusher, get Will Anderson. But as y'all see, #3, they got Will Levis over CJ Stroud. Now, I watched almost every single one of each of their games, and I feel like every NFL coach, they're not finna just sit there and be like, we'll rather have Will Levis over CJ Stroud. I mean, Will Levis is a really good quarterback. He's got a really good arm, but CJ Stroud has the same thing. And CJ Stroud is literally sitting at almost 6'4", so he has a size too. To me, Bryce Young is definitely the #1 quarterback in college right now. And I just feel like CJ Stroud should be over Will Levis. I'm not hating on him, but that's just how I feel. But now let's get into the main topic of this video on Jimbo Fisher suspending not 1, not 2, but 3 players before the South Carolina game. And this all happened in the locker room too, so don't forget that. So basically what happened was 3 Texas A&M players were suspended before South Carolina's game in the locker room from, I had to blur it out right there because I did not want to get age restricted or nothing. But y'all see it, y'all know what they did. If y'all know, y'all know, but that's just unacceptable. That's just showing that Jimbo Fisher has like no control over his players. I mean, all the 5 stars that he had go there, I mean, they're definitely gonna have a big head. I would have a big head too. But as a coach, you have to show them they cannot do what they want to do. And to make it worse, all 3 of the players was coming from that #1 ranked class in the class of 2022. It was cornerback Denver Harris, wide receiver Chris Marshall, and offensive lineman PJ Williams. As a coach, you have to show some discipline, and you have to show the players that is definitely not acceptable and definitely not in the locker room. That's what's most crazy about it to me, is because all this happened in the locker room. Like that's just crazy. And as a player, if you're doing that in the locker room, that's just showing that all the players that's doing that has no respect for Jimbo Fisher. And the crazy thing about it is this already happened before. Before the Miami game, a wide receiver Evan Stewart and cornerback Smoke Bowie, I don't know who that is, but they got suspended for violations of team rules. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was because they broke the curfew. But this whole season is just embarrassing for Texas A&M fans. And you can't be mad at all the 5 stars and 4 stars that's committed, that's going to decommit, because if I was a 5 or 4 star that's committed to Texas A&M right now, I would not want to be going to their school. And after all this happening, Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss's head coach, kind of took some shots at Jimbo Fisher because they had a player basically like committed to them, and then Texas A&M stole their commit. And he's basically saying there's no way they can fix that because Texas A&M basically buys their players with NIL deals, and nobody can stop it. And if I was Lane Kiffin, I would be mad too, because that's really not fair, because Texas A&M literally uses NIL deals to steal players and get them to commit just for the money. I read an article before this video, and it says, as bad as this season has been, though, do not look for Fisher to be fired this year. His buyout is estimated to be in the $80 million range, and not even Texas A&M, which basically grows money with its contacts with Big Oil, is ready to shell that out anytime soon. Now, that's tons of money, but imagine if this was like Tennessee's coach Josh Heupel or something. I mean, if he was 3-4 right now, Tennessee's fans will be coming at his head for his job. Like I bet you, if he was 3-4, he would have been lost his job already. Which doesn't really seem fair, because Jimbo Fisher had the #1 class of 2022, and he's 3-4 right now, which makes no sense at all. But hey, man, we finna start wrapping everything up right here. There's nothing more to say than this Texas A&M team. Then it's just an embarrassment this year for them. And if I was a fan, I'll be embarrassed too. But hey, man, I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. It really helps me out a lot. But hey, man, I'm out. Peace.